Today we're back talking with Roselli. Roselli was actually out at the track on Belmont Day. Here in Saratoga Springs, the race played really nicely by broadcast. John, how was the day out at the track?
Fantastic, beautiful day, a high-spirited day at Belmont Park for the Belmont Stakes and the really high-quality undercard. A great day of racing, a wonderful crowd, really got into the racing, and it's the kind of day that you love to see as a racing fan.
John, there was second guessing of your selection of Miner's Escape right from the get-go. What happened out there in Belmont Park on Saturday?
As for the Belmont Stakes, the way it unfolded, sometimes those old racetrack cliches really do have meaning, and the one that made the most sense to me today is pace makes the race.
Sounds a little bit like nothing went as planned for you, John, out there in the race.
The race unfolded in a way that I think was pretty unexpected, with Dunkirk being put very close to her onto the lead, and the fractions being quite testing for a mile and a half. That scrambled my expectations, and I believe scrambled the outcome of the race.
So what are your impressions of how the winner ran, John?
Summerbird, you have to give him all the credit in the world. I mean, he's a birdstone, of course, and Tim Ice did everything right with him.
John, I have to admit, it hurts me that I missed Summerbird as well. He's beautifully bred on both sides. He's got Stormbird on both sides. On the dam side, there's Weekend Surprise, Secretariat. To miss him at 11-1 after showing promise in the Derby, it's a little bit unexcusable.
Summerbird made his move at the right time, timed it perfectly. He showed in the Kentucky Derby that he really wanted a lot more ground, and that the Birdstone blood in him was going to love this distance. When the pace scenario changed from what everybody thought it was, he became a logical horse. Of course, I didn't realize that until 4 furlongs into the race.
I think it's interesting to note that while Summerbird's connections are pointing him for the Breeders' Cup, they haven't decided which race they would enter him in. Being that the poly track is the surface for the Breeders' Cup Classic, Summerbird's connections are considering running him in a turf event as being his best choice for the type of footing they'd like to compete on. That begs the question, with the rise of polytrack, whether more and more trainers are going to be pointing their horses toward turf events in order to avoid the polytrack surface.